Our world is filled with sources of radioactivity. Weapons tests, power plants, and even mining have polluted Earth with vast quantities of waste and other radioactive material. Naturally, over time, this has had a negative effect on various animals, including humans. Across the globe, everything from fish to land dwellers have felt the effects of this invisible threat. So put on your hazmat suit and grab that Geiger counter while we travel the globe to show you some truly strange sights. Before we depart, be sure to subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and comment afterwards. Who knows, we may just use your comment in our daily viewer shoutout. Cougar. In 2015, a hunter in Idaho bagged a cougar. Approaching his trophy, you can imagine the hunter's surprise when he saw what appeared to be a second mouth coming out of the cougar's head. The images were carried around the world as everyone tried to figure out what had caused this. While some simply wrote this off as a partially absorbed twin, others pointed to radiation. Apparently, mining operations have leaked high levels of radioactive selenium into the waters. Could that have played a role in creating this strange deformity? Butterflies. While we can't find any evidence of radiation causing rad roaches or rad scorpions, it has definitely changed some insects. Take the insects around the Fukushima power plant in Japan as an example. After the 2011 meltdown, radioactive material escaped into the environment. Just 1 year later, researchers noticed a change in the butterflies. While they weren't glowing, these mutated insects now had thicker bodies, shriveled wings, and bigger antennae. Who knows what they're going to look like after a few more years? Fish. If you're a fan of The Simpsons, then you'll remember the episode that came out decades ago where the townspeople found Blinky, the three-eyed fish. But that was just fiction, right? Well, a few years ago in Cordoba, Argentina, fishermen reeled in this beauty. Yup, that's a three-eyed fish. This mutant was picked up near a local nuclear plant, leading some to believe there was a leak that caused the deformity. Whatever the case, it's just evidence that even Mother Nature is now ripping off Simpsons storylines. Sheep. Okay, so if you search around online, you'll find all sorts of images of sheep with multiple legs. Of course, almost every image is associated with Chernobyl or some other nuclear disaster. For the most part, this is made up. That said, in Wales in the years following the Chernobyl meltdown, farmers did report an increase in the number of sheep being born with various health issues. From multiple legs to two faces, there's a general belief that these mutant sheep are linked to the radioactive rain that fell on Wales after the 1986 disaster. While we take a mid-video decontamination shower, this is a perfect time for a viewer shoutout. Today we'd like to give a pat on the back to Michael King, who says, "I've been watching your videos forever. I love them." Thank you so much, Michael. We really hope you continue watching them for many more years. Cows. In the years before the Chernobyl accident, there were only 3 recorded incidents where abnormal farm animals had been born. After the disaster, hundreds of recorded cases were logged. Cows, for instance, because they graze in open fields contaminated by the nearby plant, started producing more and more mutants. No, they didn't glow or have superpowers, but they would have extra or missing limbs, or feature strange facial anomalies. We can imagine scientists were utterly baffled. Even more fish. If you thought we were going to stop at Blinky the three-eyed fish, you were mistaken. Unfortunately, whenever radioactive accidents happen, they tend to involve our lakes, rivers, and oceans. When fishermen aren't reeling in multi-eyed fish in South America, they are catching multi-mouthed examples in places like Idaho. Yes, fishermen in the state caught this terrifying trout. It was pulled from water high in selenium, a radioactive metal leaked by mining in the area. Experts say other trout have exhibited deformed fins and strange eggs. Definitely a case for catch and release. Rabbits. Now, before you think we are going to unveil some radioactive mutant bunny that's the size of a car and eats humans for breakfast, let us just stop you. Qualifying for the cute but creepy category is this mutant bunny. Researchers discovered it living close to the Fukushima nuclear plant in Japan. Born just a few months after the meltdown, they think one real possibility is that the high radioactivity caused this furball to develop without any ears. Yikes. Chickens. If you've ever wandered around the wasteland in Fallout 4, then you might have run into a mutant chicken. The rad chickens look strange, but could they exist in real life? The answer is a bit of yes and a bit of no. Like most other animals mentioned here, some deformities have been observed in areas like Chernobyl. In most cases, chickens are born with disfigured beaks or an extra set of legs. There haven't been any sightings of mutated chickens the size of cars or with glowing green eyes yet. Veggies. Okay, let's take a small break from the animals to be more inclusive to the vegetarians and vegans watching this video. Bad news, guys, if media reports are to be believed, then even the vegetables aren't safe. People around the Fukushima plant have reported all sorts of produce that's either growing too slowly or quickly, or is mutating like nothing they've seen before. So far, no signs of any hostile lettuce or turnips. On a serious note, would you eat something that looked like this tomato? People. Unfortunately, humans are creatures too, so we must include them in this disturbing examination. Heading on over to Kazakhstan, we can see how decades of nuclear testing has left an awful legacy on the people who live nearby. Located around the Semipalatinsk test site, children are regularly born with a variety of deformities and medical conditions thanks to the radiation. In extreme cases, people like Varric have developed massive tumors that greatly alter their appearance and remind us of the dangers of radiation. So what did you make of some of these mutated creatures? Does it have you reassessing the role of nuclear power in our civilization? To get your mind off how much radiation may actually be bombarding you right now, try checking out this next video we have in store. Remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. We're always looking for our next viewer shoutout, and it could be you. We'll see you around. Bye for now.